And actually, let's go over BA real quick, right? So let's go over BA and why. Actually, BA is one that if you swung BA since we called it out about a month ago, you're up at least 1,500%. And I know that because I'm currently in that trade, right? So looking at the indicators. Can someone tell me what do we have here? And again, I'm going to go ahead and just draw it out, right? So let's just go through it. What type of channel is this?
Descending channel, got to be.
You got it, right? So it's a descending channel. Let's go ahead and put that there, descending channel. And then we talked about how that middle line, and again, I'm just going to draw it out like this just for, these purposes. This middle line is what? Is that the 50% or 60%? Or 70%, 50%, right? It is the 50%. And I told people in a channel, whenever price is reverting back into that 50% and it holds, you can easily swing calls. Why? Because all it's going to do is just bounce all day. So what is my target? My target for BA puts is for it to hit this bottom trend line and be able to bounce back up, just how it did here, right? And just how it did here. And just how it did here, right? So that half point is really going to allow you to get into those better entries. So the best put entry was this right here, which we called out live, right? A few weeks ago. You get in here, swing puts, you should be up quite a good amount when it comes to percentage. So that channel, right? I mean, and this is simple price action. There's no crazy indicators on here. There's no 9 EMA, 21 EMA. What we can do is just add to it to get more confidence. Next person, which I think is Batasha or Garland.
Strategy. I'm gonna ask you the strategy that you're showing. Does it work for Forex too?
Yes, sir. 100%. Yeah, I'll show you. Give me any pair. Let's do Euro USD, for example, right? Euro USD, right? So let's go ahead and analyze Euro USD. Looking at Euro USD, will you say that right now, is it bullish or bearish? Looking at this half right here. I want you to look at this point. Bearish or bullish?
Oh, that's bearish.
Super bearish, right? And we could tell why, because look, at this given point, we had a whole bunch of support that was established, right? Hold on, let me get the actual horizontal one, right? So we had a whole bunch of support that was established around this point. What happened right here? And let me get my tool. I did not open that up. What happened right
start cutting in.
Right, so right here for Euro USD, we have a double top. So great point there. You mute him. Yeah, I'll mute him. If we can mute, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so we have a double top here. So double top, and we see that we're breaking a critical support level. So again, price action will work on anything. Technical analysis is the exact same thing for futures, Forex, crypto, whatever. Don't let no one else tell you different. It is the same technical analysis. And then on top of that, again, I'm on TradingView. Next Tuesday, we're doing a class where we're going to show you more about TradingView. But if you go into TradingView, I did share this indicator. Is called EMA cross by DMark. So you click on EMA cross, right? So right now, if you go to the settings, I have my 9 and 21, or you could put 8. And what it does is that at the bottom, it shows you where price crossed. So if it's red, we had a bear cross or a death cross. If it's green, we had a golden cross, right? So here we can see that at this given moment right here, there was a cross of the 9 and 21. Aside from the double top and the break of support, what happened right here? Can someone tell me? And this is Euro USD. This is for me to satisfy the question that was asked for Forex. What happened? Right, a death cross, right? So now we have more confluence when it comes to our trading. So yes, this definitely works for all security markets. Next question. I think Batasha is next.
Hi, Chris. Great. So we love you. I know I'm not.
I love you too. I love you too.
We literally love you. You and Lawrence are a combination that is like.
That's my brother. Yes.
You guys are amazing. Yes. So with that being said, sometimes I have questions that lean into both of what you guys taught. But I want to piggyback off of questions when you started on the thread on Facebook and things you've taught. So it's going to be a combination of questions. So
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. When you're trading, do you typically go with the buy bid or you buy the ask? What are you typically getting filled on for like quick scalps?
Great question.
Also, to intertwine this, do you ever use the 5 EMA before you jump into a scalp? And okay, let me just do those two together because those kind of
So if I'm scalping, I'm definitely buying the ask. I try to buy the ask every single time. There's times where I'm up quite a good amount on my scalps and I just want to get out. Meaning that if I do a limit order it's probably going to take some time and price will drop, right? So as a scalper, you got to be mindful of that. So that's where there's sometimes that I'm up a ridiculous amount. So I just go for market. Yes, I am losing some money, but for me to get out, I definitely go for market. I highly recommend Interactive Brokers. Not to bash Thinkorswim, but I lost a lot of money with Thinkorswim this summer, just because of the bad fills. But Interactive Brokers is just one button. I mean, and you're filled instantly. So I definitely recommend that broker. And then your other question regarding the 5 EMA, that's a really good question, right? So again, you can add as many EMAs as you want. 9 and 21 is what I recommend because it's very, very simple. However, if I go to, for example, give me any ticker.
We could do BA because I also want to chime in. BA, DraftKings was a win. Your SPY put was a win. And it's to the gentleman before, you really learn the market. It's really helping shape out and understand what you're teaching us.
Excellent, right? So if we look for a moving average exponential, right, it will be this one right here, right? So now let's go ahead and edit that to be a 5 EMA. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in white so that we're able to see that. So in this case, right, so we have our 5 EMA, which is our white line here. We have our 9 EMA, which is our green. We have our 21, which is our red, right? So if I were to ask you, which is the leading EMA? Which is the one that's leading the price? That's letting you know what, right now we're bearish. Like, which is the one that's leading?
5.
I just said
Got it. So 5 is more short term. So it's definitely suited for scalper, right? It's definitely suited for scalpers.
It didn't come in.
Actually,
So I
my
have to go back on
business partner, I don't know who that is, but if you can mute, that'd be great. My business partner, Martin, he uses the 5 EMA. He uses 5, 9, and 21. And he does that. Why? Because if price on the...
I mean, but that's 2 days of my time, but I got plenty of time since I didn't take any off in 2020.
You can mute me if that helps. Like,
yeah, let's see if I can find that person. I think we're good now. Yeah, but the 5 EMA, right? If we see that the 5 EMA is breaking the price towards the 9, it may be a shift in momentum, right? So that 5 EMA is going to be your first line of defense when it comes to resistance when you're coming down. So like, for example, we came all the way down here, big flush here on BA. Using the 5 EMA, this right here would have been a good exit point. Why? Because price is almost getting above that 5 EMA. Or what you can do is say, what? You know what? I'm going to keep the 5 EMA there as my leading indicator, right? As long as price does not get over my 9, which will be right here, I'm not going to get out. So you have two exit points. This one, if you're conservative. This one, if you're a bit more risky.
Plenty of sense.
All right, excellent. Thank you. What were the other questions you had?
Okay, so as always, I have a lineup of questions for you.
You good.
So just really quick, when you inserted the 55 moving average the other day for long-term investors, is that simple or exponential?
I do exponential on all my EMAs, and the reason why there's a big difference, right? And we'll definitely cover that because I want every single person to know the math behind EMAs, right? There's a math and a science behind the market. So when it comes to the simple moving average, it lags when it comes to price. That's why on the lower time frames, you're going to see that most people uses the EMAs because the EMAs, they react faster, right? So I'll go over that on Tuesday's class when it comes to the math behind it. But I use EMAs on all of my lines.